What's going on there, YouTube? I haven't updated you guys in a while. Been posting some fishing content, and I think I said in my last video I've got a couple videos recorded as far as fishing goes. I had GoPro issues. I've got a new GoPro now, so I actually have an entire video. It's not a great one. It wasn't like a very good day as far as catching fish goes, but it was a good day as far as fishing with the little brother. So I'll have that video coming out pretty soon. But I just want to give you guys an update on the audio rigs. I haven't posted anything on the audio side in some time. I was doing a center console build, but I just didn't like the way that the footage turned out. So I didn't even try to edit it or post it or anything. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys a quick update on this thing, life update in general. I always hate this camera versus my Android, because my Android I could flip the camera around like mid speaking. This one you can't. But got a new 24-foot trailer, car hauler, so that's been awesome, except for the fact that it's had all sorts of problems. It took me quite a while to get everything back on there. We had to get a new tire put on the front. On the way home, we had two tires that went really bad. Both the front tires went bad on this thing, so we got those all changed out. But the back tires are still original to the trailer. They're a little thin, but we're gonna send it anyway. And then as far as the audio rig goes, I'll just do a quick walkthrough for anybody that has never seen this thing. We have it all loaded up on a trailer right now for a show. So update, I broke the driver's side door, the little door latch right here. This is the passenger side, but the door latch right here snapped after that last show. So there's that going on, but I built the center console. So there's the center console that I built. There's the Sky High Audio 6.5s. I said sorry for the strap in the way. There's the 6.5s and everything in there, 2 to each side. I just made a little aluminum. Yep, you can see I have the little aluminum plate that I built there. Again, sorry the strap's in the way, but we've got our Basehead Garage live wattage meter. That's been pretty cool. Shows your current ohms as well. Turns out I'm not rising as much as I thought I was. I thought I would have 3-4 times rise, but actually I was wired at 1 ohm rising to like 2.1, so 2 times rise is not bad. Got the little Taramps base meter down there, so we can see our clipping if we clip or whatever. But yeah, we got that. That's basically the whole center console. It's nothing complicated, but I really like it. I really thought about bridging this gap right here between that and the port. That way it's just a smooth surface. You can still see we've got the old XV3 back there. Kind of consider maybe trading these out. I don't know. Depends what happens with Sundown after all this recent drama and stuff. Just depends how it looks like the company's doing, because I kind of want to get rid of them if the company looks like it's going to go downhill. Kind of want to get rid of these and be with a company that's there, not to mention just all the drama. Don't know how to feel about Sundown right now. I was all behind their products, and still am behind their products. I think they make great products, but it's just the fact of supporting a company that maybe did something like that. So I don't know how I feel about that yet. I'm still considering maybe going with some Sky High subs at some point. I've always really liked the Sky High subs, but I know I could get into the BMXs right now where I'm at financially, but the FMXs are probably what's going to be closest comparable to these, and I cannot afford those. So we'll just have to see there. But yeah, there's the 415s in the 6th order. Looking all pretty. I still have to do a bunch of testing on this. I've done 0 testing in my box builder. Flatline Designs is really on me about getting him an impedance graph so we can do some testing on this enclosure. What I'm hoping is that I can eventually invert these. I didn't know this until I got these in here, but I would really like to have these flipped where you can see the faces of them and then you can see the booties back there of the 2 in the back. Because 1, I think it would look 10 times better, and 2, it's gonna make it so that those are a lot more easily accessible. But anyway, yeah, that's the inside. Big news back here. As you notice, we had a Big Boss 8K, and at the last show, it went into protect and would not come out of it. I don't really know what happened to it. Nothing against the amp. I checked over all my stuff to make sure it wasn't something I did. I mean, we ohmed out the speakers. We looked at the RCAs. I mean, I looked at everything. It just wasn't anything I did. It was on a low volume demo. Like, we weren't even beating on it that hard. And I don't know. It just went into protect and would not come out of it. So contacted Taramps. It took a few days to get through the service department. That was a little bit of a pain, but once we got through the service department, they forwarded me to warranty. Warranty helped me out. I let them know, hey, I've got a couple big shows coming up. Their normal warranty process is to send it off to a repair guy. My closest one's in Mississippi, so it would have been 3 or 4 days probably getting to him. 3 to 4 days shipping back, and then the week or whatever it would have taken him to do that, which I would have missed both of my shows coming up the next 2 weekends. And I didn't want to do that, and I requested that they send me a new amp, and I requested the Chipeo 16K. I haven't got to do a ton of testing with this thing yet, but obviously it's much louder than the single 8K. We were going to do the single Big Boss 8K with a secondary Big Boss 8K, and instead we just went with the 1 amp. My subs, the way they are, I can wire them all 4 together to 1 ohm, so that's perfect for this amplifier. It's much louder. We won't know how much louder till tomorrow at the sound show, but we ran all new 2-aught wiring this time. Instead of using the dual adapters with the 1-aught, I just went straight to the Sky High 2-aught. I did not know I had this wiring until I dug through my old boxes. As you can see, it's pretty gnarly looking from the outside, but it's still good wire, still nice fresh copper, nothing's corroded or anything. But yeah, I found that in a box, and so I reran that. Still the same story down here. I've already showed you guys the LTO before. I have wires running right now because I have to clean them up after pulling that other amp out. But we have the 120 amp hours of LTO, still the same 390 amp alternator under the hood, the CES alternator. I really still want to add a second alternator, I think, eventually, and maybe up my charging voltage a little bit more. But yeah, this still does really good. I still don't drop below 14 volts when I'm at full tilt, so that's really good. Even with the 16K, I'm not dropping below 14 volts. So I'm very happy with that. But you can see all the 2-aught wiring. We did have to move it over because I didn't have enough wire to run it to where it was in the middle, but I actually kind of like it over here a little bit more because it provides me more room. It's just a little harder to get to these, which is the only reason I had it in the middle in the first place. But yeah, that was all the wire. That was all the 2-aught wire that I had left. And I do not want to order more of that stuff unless I have to, because it's very expensive. It's like, I think $11 a foot or something like that. So I'm glad I have that. I'm glad we got the 2-aught wire going. No more dual adapters. I've heard too many bad things to even chance them. If I don't have to use them, then we're not going to. But anyway, there's the, the kitchen cabinet door we got going there. But that's what we're working with now. It's not as pretty as the Big Boss. It doesn't have all the fancy LEDs, but it works for what I'm trying to do. I do have another little thing. Go through the messy shop here. I am wanting to close in these sides. I started working on that. I was hoping to get it done before the show, but I'm not going to, and that's okay. But I started working on these sides. I've got another one that matches that side. But to start blocking that off, and then I'm just going to come up right here with another triangle And we're just gonna come up right here with another triangle and block that off. That way it kind of seals in the sides, and then eventually we'll come in here. I haven't figured out if I want to fill this with foam. I actually thought about filling all of this with foam up the side here, and that way it would give some more vibration dampening for the whole amp rack. I don't get a ton of vibration through the amp rack, but I do get a little bit just because the whole vehicle shakes. So I'm really thinking about building that in and then just filling this with foam all in here, just for a little bit more vibration dampening. But that's what we got going on with the sides. Eventually we'll paint those to match the rest of the amp rack, and we'll do that side as well. So yep, that's kind of what we got going on right now. Anyway, that's all the updates I have. I just wanted to do a really short video talking to you guys, and then put my hand over the camera. And then we have a sound show tomorrow in Augusta at Mighty White Marine, so I'm quite excited about that. And I'm gonna do my best, man, to get footage of that, because the last couple of shows I've said I was going to, and then I didn't. So I really want to actually film at one of the shows and get some demo videos, and maybe mount my GoPro up on the dash and get a few videos of me giving people. So anyway, stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. See you later.